And boom, just like that, it's Thursday night, and you know what that means. It's party time with the Video Bros. I'm one half of that team. I'm Bobby Munson, the man beside me, the man with the angelic voice, Papa Smokes. Papa Smokes, how you doing? Happy Thursday, brother.
Well, happy Thursday to you, Munson. I'm doing all right. I've had one hell of a week, but I'm glad to be here doing the podcast, and quick shout out to all my wrestling people out there.
That's right. As we were about to go live, a little bit of technical difficulties. Apparently, Twitch did not like the way I titled the show. They were a little frustrated with my choice of words, I guess. So it didn't immediately go live on Twitch while I corrected my naughty little error. Once again, Ring Respect Radio. We're always pushing those boundaries, Papa Smokes. I remember when one of our previous podcasts there has got a little bit of a warning that the comments made in the video did not reflect those of the people in the affiliates of that particular site. And I was like, whoa, you're trying to censor the Video Bros here. But you know who we're not going to censor? That's our friends in the chat, Papa Smokes. We're being joined by Dear Amazing. How are you doing? Yeah. And get those party streamers. I like hearing that. We got our good friend Carl Carrollfell, Turnbuckle Studios. Hello, on my way to the Upheava. Cheers and good luck to all playing. And cheers to you. Enjoy that festival of absolute rockin' goodness there, my brother. I'm sure you'll have a good time. And speaking about brothers, right there. Yeah, you got it, Brian. Boom-a-yay. Boom-a-yay. We had a nice little week. Yeah, surprise. Hey, probably not as surprised as you're going to be that Papa Smokes and I went to a show you're not going to have expected last night. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Dare Amazing, you definitely can. We are going. So the first round that we're playing is deep old school, just so you know. Like, this is Papa Smokes level old school we'll start with. But I've got other ones I can pull up here. And everyone's welcome to play in any capacity they want. But Dare Amazing, I know you're a wizard at wrestling trivia. I've seen your work, so I am not going to be shocked if we have an ace in the chat right here in Dare Amazing. Again, this is like the Quizplex People's Champion right here that we have present before us, Papa Smokes. So you have to be on your best here. So
yeah, apparently so. When I first heard that we were going to be playing trivia tonight, I thought, oh, maybe I'll do all right at it. And then I started to think, if this is WWF centric, I probably won't do so great. And if it's modern centric, I ain't going to do so good.
Viewers Champ. There we go. I said People's Champ. The Viewers Champ.
Oh,
they're amazing. Yeah. Again, you
always
belt in there. Yeah.
We'll make a whole other show
Get something done up there. Being crested with some rhinestones. Again, we just called a match up here tonight that's coming out for Prairie Pro Wrestling this Saturday on the channel. It was the Clandestine Society, Michael Richard Blaze and the Rhinestone Cowboy versus Son of Irish and Jack Pride, Part 2. Man, that's an electric match we got coming up there for the viewers.
That was a real good one. I enjoyed calling that a nice long match. All kinds of action, and one of those ones where you can just see the looks on the faces of the fans at ringside, just absolutely thrilled with this action.
Now we're gonna start this night off with some fun, of course. Here, we always start off with fun. I mean, come on, it's the party stream. I hope become the OLE Twitch chat champion. Yeah, I think I mean, this could become a little bit of a regular segment we could do moving forward here, Pop Smokes. I think we could have some fun with this. Like, why not?
That's not a bad idea at all, and we already have a belt named for it there too.
That's right. Yeah, coming in, they're amazing with the fantastic name for that. And again,
cool.
Saying if you want some, come get some. So chat, be on your feet because we got a pro in here. It's going to be interesting. So what we'll do when we get to that, Pop Smokes, is what we'll ask the question. I'm going to allow the chat a certain amount of time to get their answers in. I'm going to make sure that you're not checking out. Yeah, so you got to make sure you're just off the portion of the comments for that point. You can click it back on after you've given your answer there, and then we will say who got it right from there, kind of thing. Just because I don't want you to give your answer before the chat has an opportunity to say theirs there, kind of thing. So, but I know this first round, it's old school. I found it's a deep one. I was looking specifically for you, Papa Smokes, on this.
Well, I hope this is my time to shine. This should be my area, but we'll see. There's a lot of stuff out there.
It really is. But again, before we get to old school, let's talk about some new school stuff, Pop Smokes. And again,
okay.
Brian, where are you, Brian? We got something interesting to talk about. So last night, AEW rolled on through into Saskatoon. What seemed like not the most bright idea to put a television show in our city, seeing as not a lot of people go out to the wrestling shows in big shows, but they were here. Dynamite went live here from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, and then we got the Rampage tapings afterwards. And Papa Smokes, you and I both went and took in this live experience. And again, we've been not always the biggest AEW fans. I've turned a little bit around to them. They've been doing some stuff I really like over there as of late, and thought we'd take it. I mean, why not? It's live wrestling in Saskatoon. How often do you get a show like this in Saskatoon and this kind of opportunity? Tickets were good price. I mean, $45 I paid, and I was down on the floor by the entrance ramps.
I saw your pictures, Munson. I saw how close you were sitting. That was nowhere near where I was sitting, but I came across mine with another group of friends that was going. Somebody had to cancel out. I ended up getting this ticket at let's say a drastically reduced price. And I thought, what the hell, let's go. Because same thing for me, when AEW first started, God, has that been 4 years ago now or almost 5 years ago?
Yep, pushing.
I checked it out. I was interested, and it was a mess at that time. It really was a huge mess, and you had a lot of crappy talent on that roster getting featured on TV, and I pieced out very early. I might have watched an episode or two, and I just couldn't stand it. I thought, okay, this isn't for me. But as time's has gone on, I watched some bits and pieces here and there. They've had Bryan Danielson in Iron Man matches and various other things that caught my interest. So I have been watching a bit. Some of that's been very well done. We've spoken recently on here. I've been watching Collision, the first few episodes. I kind of like that show. It's got the AEW flavor, but the big guys and the better action and the scenarios are more believable and more convincingly performed, in my opinion, and I just like it better. I wish we had Collision as our show here. I don't think they were even divided into two shows when our date was announced first, but at any rate, we got Dynamite, so to me, that's my less favorite half of the roster by a long shot, but still an entertaining show. I had a good time.
Yeah, no, it was fantastic. I enjoyed myself too. Chris Best, CBRS Entertainment, again, co-host over on Turnbuckle Talk, and one of the many on the screen for the Monday Night Raw watch along all here on the channel. Chris Best, how's it going, my man? Good to see you in here. Yeah, it was a fun time. Again, like my wife's never been to a live televised program before. I've been to one pay-per-view. Went out to Edmonton in '05 for Backlash. That was the only time I got to experience it. So it's been a long time since that opportunity. So it was crazy. It was so much fun being down there. And of course, hearing the voices we hear at Prairie Pro Wrestling. I made a joke with Basser earlier in the day. I texted him. I said, we're going to be able to pick out all the loudest people from Prairie Pro Wrestling using echolocation at the stadium that night.
Yeah.
And sure as shit, I get down to my seats. All of a sudden I hear this voice. I'm like, damn it, that's Doyle. That's Big Doyle. I know that's Big Doyle. And so I see Doyle all of a sudden sitting about 5 or 6 rows ahead of me. And so I get on my phone. I text him. I'm like, Doyle, turn your head to the left and look straight back. And what do you see? And all of a sudden you just see him. And so then we got Doyle picked out. And all of a sudden I start hearing this voice to the left of me. I look straight up. There's Marcel from the PPW Super Fam just sitting over there. We could hear Basser completely diagonal to the other side of us over there. Man, it was electric. It was just an overall good time. And $45, like, come on, I can't complain. I got a smoking deal on those seats.
Well, in order for me to tell you the full story of my experience at that, I got to start a day early. If you don't mind for a minute here, this becomes a little.
We'll come back to Chris's comment here in a moment. Yeah,
sure. This is just might be mildly funny for you guys because everyone had a little chuckle at my expense last week eating those hot wings. That was a painful experience, and I won't tell the rest of that story. But you guys saw me suffering on camera. Okay, that was pretty funny. Well, okay, this past week. It's Thursday today. This was on Tuesday. I attended what I'll loosely call an unscripted or a spontaneous work function where me and some of my homeboys from work, some of these stories, Munson, it gets a little wild sometimes. Well, this one got wild, and it was a real good time. A lot of drinking, a lot of doobie smoking and all the rest of that kind of stuff. A fight, an injury, a guy breaking a bone. It was pretty wild party, I must say. But I was so hungover the next day. I worked early in the morning till 3:30 in the afternoon. Then the show was starting at 5:30, something like that, Munson?
Yeah. Or well, technically, the dark matches started at 5:30.
Yeah. So, man, I didn't have much turnaround time, and I was not feeling so great that evening. But you know what? I had a nice puff and a couple of drags of a few things here and there, and then went and a nibble of something else, and we went into Sask Place there, and my tickets weren't up close like yours, but they were second row in the stands, so just looking over the hockey boards kind of thing.
Yeah.
And not too far from the ring, so pretty good. I had a nice experience there, and I didn't see any of our PPW people, I don't think, but I had a good time anyway, and I got to see the guy I liked the best and who I just think is very, very talented is MJF. And I got to see him not only appear, but in a match.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I loved every minute of that. Him and Adam Cole have a real connection going on that seems to be clicking. It's one of those, it didn't seem great on paper ideas that you put these two people together that don't seem like they fit, and then suddenly they make it work. And that's what these two are doing. This is the most interesting I've found Adam Cole in quite some time. I mean, I've been a fan of some of the stuff he's done in the ring, of course, but in terms of personality, it kind of bringing out a personality in him that we haven't seen before.
And it's made obvious to the viewer that Adam Cole's not an idiot. He knows what MJF is like. He knows there's going to be a trick involved. But we're kind of left wondering, well, what's he thinking? Like, what's Cole's plan at some point? Is he trying to get close to the champ because he's going to stab him in the back and get a title shot? But everyone's already expecting MJF to stab Cole in the back. So it's a good little story. Nothing complicated, but we don't know what's going to happen yet. But I'll be watching because I always like my boy Max.
Yeah, and Basser up in the house. How's it going, brother? The other video bro joining us via chat here tonight. He was also at the show last night, of course, making a ruckus time and having some fun. Told him to come join us, but again, he's got double duty tonight, so he's joining in the chat there. But yeah, what an experience. It was a fun time. I want to go back to this, of course, Chris Best mentioning that he's doing good, still reeling for that fantastic MLW pay-per-view, which was his first. Hey, dude, yeah, there was a lot of people, including our first, because they've never done these on Fight TV before. And I think prior to us starting to watch, we kind of started when we catching the Fusion episodes on YouTube more than anything, and not experiencing anything that they used to do with like BN Sports or anything like that through the channels, which were more like just a main event, live event that they would do and tag them as a big name kind of thing. This was the first one that felt like an actual pay-per-view with it being on Fight TV like this and everything. And it was fantastic. There wasn't a moment I didn't enjoy about this entire card. I even the stuff that I don't normally always love too much just felt like it was placed in the right place throughout this one, where my excitement level stayed there the entire time through, and it didn't dip for that phenomenal main event where, of course, like Brian said earlier, boom, Alex Kane, new world heavyweight champion.
I feel what you're laying down there, Munson. It's hard to put your finger on it exactly what was good about that card, but when I think of new wrestling fans, or I shouldn't say new wrestling fans, but fans that are new to MLW, I feel like it has the opportunity to grab the audience of some of the old school fans, of some of the fans that like a more realistic looking product, a little less shenanigans and chicanery involved with magic spells and magic dolls and magic mirrors and teleportation and swamps and axes and people being lit on fire and people being in little game shows and little fun houses on WrestleMania and all these ridiculous things. MLW presents their big cards and like this pay-per-view, Never Say Never, like a big fight, like a boxing fight. And that's what I like about it. It adds a realism to it. They step up kind of for lack of a better term, the kind of fanciness of everything. They get the good ring announcer with the tux and everything, and everything looks like so serious, and they have that tail of the tape and everything, and I just love the presentation of them and the way they promote their main events all the time, their title matches. Is so cleverly done by keeping the guys away from each other for so long, but battling through the promos and stuff. Gotta say, Court Bauer knows how to build a pay-per-view main event. And this one was no different than any of those, but it had the undercard that was spectacular. It's spectacular as well. The other thing was they even had a match that didn't work out. I never really heard what happened with that Timothy Thatcher match, but it looked like there was a shoot injury in there at some point, and they just had to go home early.
Yeah, it really seemed that way. But again, still up until that point, there was quite a fight going on in that matchup. And it was different from the other matches as well, too. So, like Brian said, almost a week later, I still think Never Say Never was great. It was
pretty good.
I mean, as far as a full wrestling card, top to bottom, like, I can't complain. That was worth the price of a year's subscription to the service as it is right there, in my opinion. I've paid more money for worse pay-per-views in my life, and we still get all the other ones that are coming up over the course of the year, so we're going to be able to have some excitement. I know the next one, I believe, is on a Sunday, if I'm not mistaken there, Pop Smokes. I believe the next Fury Road, or whichever one it is that they've got coming up there, is going to be on a Sunday evening, so hopefully you'll still be able to join the party.
And think of Never Say Never, the kind of variants of matches they had, from the Thatcher Williams kind of shoot fighting European world of sport kind of actual grappling match to they had a hardcore match with Mance Warner with all kinds of weapons and stuff, if you like that.
That was the tag match with all the weapons.
yeah. Oh, right. But tag match where the belts changed hands. A ladies match for the title that turned out awesome from both those competitors. and then a big, great 15, 20-minute world title match to cap the whole thing off with two guys that laid it all on the line and put it all out there. This is the best we have here, and it's an MLW classic without question.
Mm-hmm.
They'll get some new fans by presenting their product like this.
Oh, for sure they will. And of course, that night we're all living in Becca's world. Everybody's talking about that performance of Hot Summer Fun that's been rocking the entire internet wrestling community. Again, Becca, again, another character that they're at, like a person with a lot of personality that's coming to the table. And again, fits in well for the featherweight division. It's going to be fantastic. We got Chris coming in. Talk about worst pay-per-views. I forked out money for that over the limit pay-per-view that had John Cena, Laurinaitis take or John Laurinaitis take on John Cena. Oh, geez.
What?
Wow.
Never heard of that one. God damn.
Well, that should never have happened. That's terrible. Ouch.
Talk about an office guy or a booking guy just wanting to get himself over. Johnny Ace.
Johnny Ace. Yeah, the king of doing that. Good thing he's gone now, though. That's all that we can ever pray for. Anyways, who wants to play some trivia? Pop Smokes, you want to play some trivia?
I do.
Chat, how about you guys? Trivia time. We're going really old school to start. So we can always switch to another one afterwards if we're having fun and you guys want to get involved. Maybe you don't know the really deep cuts, but I know this one will gear a little bit more towards Papa Smokes' style. So that's why I wanted to start here. But before we get to that, we can't go without saying, hey, to Astrid. How's it going, Astrid? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in on the Thursday night. Giving it a good time. We just finished talking about our experiences at AEW Dynamite and Rampage. And now the two of us are going to pull off some trivia. So again, now we're going to work this chat. I'm going to read out the question. I'm going to give you what looks like 4 answers here to choose from. You pick from the 4 answers.
Choice?
It's multiple choice. Oh, well, you know what? No, yeah, because some of these have to be. So,
okay.
The ones that might not have to be, maybe I won't leave them as multiple choice. And again, a lot of love coming from Dare Amazing towards Astrid there, coming in on the Twitch side of things. And Chris did the Astrid pose too, even though I'm not on camera. There you go. It's addicting. That's why you got to get in on that pose every single time. But yeah, so as we're going to do it, here's how it works. Chat, I'm going to give you guys about, say, 30 to 40 seconds to pick your answer. Get it in the chat, Papa Smokes. After that, I will turn to you to give us what your answer is, and we'll see just how well everybody does in this first round of trivia on Ring Respect Radio. Okay, here we go. So question number 1. Barry Windham has had many aliases and nicknames. Which one was not Barry Windham? Your options are Blackjack Mulligan Jr., Executioner, Dirty Yellow Dog, and Widowmaker. Chat, you now have about 30 to 40 seconds to give me your answers.
Ooh, Munson, I know. Ooh.
I think Papa Smokes does know. So again, hold your thought, Papa Smokes. We'll let the chat go first. Okay, we got Dare Amazing coming in with C. We got Brian Carter coming in with Blackjack Mulligan Jr. We got another one from Blackjack Mulligan Jr. from Chris Best. Another 10 seconds to go. If anyone else wants to get in, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Papa Smokes. What is your answer, sir?
Okay, the question is asking which one wasn't Windham, right?
That is correct, yes.
Okay, it's Executioner. That's not him.
That's the one. Papa Smokes gets it. Executioner for the victory on that one. So that means Papa Smokes won. Chat at 0 at the moment.
Because he is the son of Blackjack Mulligan.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
I knew that one wasn't going to pass you by at all, Papa Smokes. I knew you had that one in the bag.
It's a tough one to be junior when your name's Blackjack Mulligan.
Yeah, that's very fair. Very fair. So we're going to question number 2. So listen carefully. Who is the king of old school? Your options are Harley Race, Jimmy King, Jerry Lawler, and Steve Corino. Chat, you now have 30 seconds to give me your answer. As Astrid saying she was waiting on Pop Smokes to give her the answer there. So yeah, well, Papa Smokes, he's got the. I'm pretty sure that he's sitting there just laughing it up. He knows exactly what this one is too. He's ready to give his answer. As we got Dara Mazy coming in saying it's Steve Corino. D. We got Brian picking B on this one, which is Jimmy King. But I'll give another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to go answers locked right there. Chris getting his in just at the buzzer there with Corino. Papa Smokes, I'm turning to you, sir. Who is the king of old school?
Yeah, I think some of our viewers got it right, Munson. Do you want to confirm that? I think it's Steve Corino.
Yeah, it's 100%. So again, Dara Amazing, Chris Best coming in with the correct answers, and Papa Smokes as well too. Papa Smokes, 2 for 2 there.
We've got a tight race for the viewers title as well.
We sure do. It's looking close. We got 1 for Chris Best, 1 for Dara Amazing. Going on to the next one. This one's actually a true or false question, so even easier. You got 50% chance of getting this right, but you know. If you're one of those glass half full kind of people, you also have 50% chance of getting it wrong. Dara Basic say, yeah, my friend's a big Corino fan, so you'd probably been in a lot of trouble if you didn't get that one right. If your friend's a big Corino fan. So, question number 3: true or false? We got Frank Bruiser Brody Goodish, was stabbed to death by a promoter / wrestler. True or false? Chat, you now have 30 seconds to give us the answer. And better yet, Pop Smokes, I know you know the answer. I want to see if you can also elaborate where this would even come from.
Mm-hmm.
We got Brian coming in with true. Dara Amazing coming in with true. We got Brian giving some facts here. We got Chris coming in with true. Rest of you, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Papa Smokes, hit him with it. What's the answer to this one?
You asking me, Munson?
That's right. True or false on this one?
Everybody got this one. Yeah, that's true. That's one of the famous dark stories in wrestling for sure. Did somebody have some facts in the chat there too that
Brian coming in with it happened in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
And we got Dara Amazing, also 50-50 chance. Well, guess what? I'm a generic freak and I like Scott Steiner. We got a big Papa Pump fan out here tonight.
A couple of them, me included.
There you go.
I guess they had a show down there. Some of the American guys were working. I think Dutch Mantel was there. I think Tony Atlas was there and a few other guys that you would recognize. And Brody had a reputation as a legit tough guy, and he used to hold up promoters for more money sometimes. Or I don't know what the whole problem was between the two guys specifically, but I think they had it before, and the promoter was also a wrestler named Invader #1. I can't remember the guy's real name. It's Carlos something or other. And they went back into the showers, deep into the dressing room to talk about it. And the Invader left, and nobody knew that Brody was back there with a serious stomach wound for half an hour or more. And guys had a hell of a time getting him to a hospital or anything. And he passed away that same day, I think. And there's a lot of people were mad about that. A lot of Americans said, screw it, we ain't ever working there again if that's what happens to one of our top guys. And that dude never went to jail or anything for that either. So, it's a sad story.
Yeah, he claimed self-defense, saying that he feared for his life and did it in self-defense
I could see that too, but
that's what I got at least listed here. Again, take it for what it's worth, but that's what we got listed here, and it seems to line up with everything that everybody was saying as well too. So
yeah, it had happened before, I think, and that guy probably didn't want that happening again. It's just a sad situation. What happened?
Very sad, of course. Yeah. So, all right, we're gonna go over to question number 4 for you guys here. This one is going to be another multiple choice opportunity. We got here. What do these wrestling superstars have in common? Dusty Rhodes, Dick Murdoch, Tully Blanchard, Bruiser Brody, Tito Santana, Terry Funk, Scott Casey, Manny Fernandez, Stan Hansen, Barry Windham, and Ted DiBiase. Here are your 4 choices. And yes, Brian, you are on the board now, my friend. Your 4 choices for this one. All were trained by Fritz von Erich. All started their careers in Florida Championship Wrestling. All held the Missouri State Championship. All were varsity football players for West Texas. Chat, I'm going to read this one more time here for you guys because it is a bit of a long one, and I think it's only fair. So here we go. What do these wrestling superstars have in common? We've got Dusty Rhodes, Dick Murdoch, Tully Blanchard, Bruiser Brody, Tito Santana, Terry Funk, Scott Casey, Manny Fernandez, Stan Hansen, Barry Windham, and Ted DiBiase. Your options are: were all trained by Fritz von Erich, all started their careers in Florida Championship Wrestling, all held Missouri State Championship, all were varsity football players for West Texas State. We got Brian coming in with Florida Championship Wrestling. We got Chris coming in, all varsity players for West Texas. I'm still going to give the countdown here in just a short little bit. We got the letter D from Dare Amazing, so all were varsity football players for West Texas. I'm going to go to the 10-second countdown for anybody else who wants to get their answers in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Answers are locked. Papa Smokes, what do you got on this one for us?
I'm not feeling 100% confident, but I'm going for the West Texas football players. That's what I think.
Damn, Papa Smoke stays in the game, not putting a blemish on his streak tonight. The answer, all were varsity football players for West Texas State. So, great job. So that means that Dare Amazing and Chris Best with another point there. Sorry, Brian. It means in the chat we got Chris Best, Dare Amazing rocking 3 apiece. Brian has on the board at 1. Anybody who still wants to get in can get in. And Papa Smokes, 4 for 4, my friend.
Hell yeah, man. That last one almost had me because that Missouri State title or whatever it was a lot of young Southern wrestling stars had that belt at some point. So I thought it might have been that too.
Look who just joined in, and I'm hoping to get in on this trivia along with us, Papa Smokes. We got the voice, Joshua Joseph, joining us up in the house. Josh, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. It feels like it's been since Saturday when you hopped on into our chat for the MLW watch along there, my friend. And that seems like way too long. But we got trivia coming at you, Josh. Hopefully you want to partake here. At least give it a shot. We got people guessing in the chat, so that we can claim a. Hold on here. What was the title again? We got to remember these titles here that Dare Amazing comes up with, Pop Smokes. We can't do wrong by Dare Amazing, who's doing
Intercontinental chat title or something like that.
Yeah, hold on here. I've got it coming up. Oh well, maybe I don't. I don't remember where it was.
You got it in here.
The Ole Twitch Chat Champion.
Yes.
And even though we're broadcasting on YouTube as well too, if somebody on YouTube wins it, they can proclaim it the YouTube championship if they wish. But Dare Amazing is going to go for the Ole. What we got? Oh, I like that name, Intercontinental Chat Championship. Oh, maybe we've had a change of heart here. The ICC is on the line.
For sure, with all our overseas viewers, Munson, we got to get it intercontinental, man.
Oh, that's fair. And I mean, Dare Amazing on board, so I think we could great to do. And we got Josh, great fellas here for the show. Sit back and enjoy. Hopefully you got your drink in hand and you're chill, ready to go on Thursday and learn a little bit of old school facts and play with us. It's a party up in here and we're having fun. It's pub trivia on Ring Respect Radio. We got question number 5 coming at you guys. It starts like this. The 3 Laurinaitis brothers, Joe, John, and Mark, all made their marks in pro wrestling, which is not an alias that was used by one of the brothers. Your options are Animal, Hawk, Johnny Ace, and Terminator Riggs. Again, you've got 30 seconds to answer this one, chat. I'm going to be coming to you right away here, Pop Smokes, and judging by the chuckles, you already are quite aware of which one this is. Dare Amazing coming in with Hawk. Brian, before that, saying, I'm the YouTube champ. Bomaye. Yeah, Bomaye, Brian.
Yeah, Bomaye.
Is it if nobody else plays on YouTube, does Brian get the YouTube version of the championship? It's kind of like a roster split kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The more belts, the better.
There we go. Nobody to challenge him. He's in the clear.
Everybody gets a belt. Carl
we
like
got
that one. Yeah.
Hawk coming in for Chris Bass. Brian coming in with Johnny Ace on this one. Hell yeah. So I'm going to give you guys 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hit them with it, Papa Smokes. Which is the answer to this question?
Ooh, Hawk is the answer.
And you are correct. So again, going over to the chat, Chris Best and Dare Amazing picking up their 4 points. Unfortunately, Brian, no. We all know John Laurinaitis was Johnny Ace. And we got Dare. But still, Brian's all sorts of excited tonight just because again, with nobody in the race on the YouTube side, puts him in the clear. But Dare Amazing, could we get 2 different titles, the YouTube title and the Twitch title?
Sure. A brand split. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's
How
YouTube versus Twitch.
The titles after that.
We'll have to have a unification match one of these days where the points don't matter, but the fun is had by all.
Yeah, we'll have them on split screen and they can battle.
It'll be great. So we got another question coming up. It's going to be this might be a good one. Let's find out.
What are the chances that Johnny Ace would come up twice in the same podcast? It's kind of unbelievable.
maybe the person who wrote this quiz that's their favorite or something like that. Who knows?
Oh.
We got Brian coming in. I'll take on all comers with my huge score over there. Sounds like Brian's talking some smack on the YouTube side. Brian, man, you're in the lead there, dude.
It's called confidence.
Confidence is good. Twitch is the title that matters. YouTube is a secondary. Says the guy who hasn't even started yet, man.
Already.
Oh, man. Josh is coming out swinging. He's going to come out from behind and just climb up to victory on the Twitch side.
Soon we'll have to video distort the one belt because it's the real world's champion.
That's right. Brian coming in saying gold is gold, and Dare Amazing's mind is blown right now at the same time. Oh, man, this is what I love about Real Respect on Thursday. You people are awesome. Always have a good time. Back to pub trivia. Bob Smokes, you got a beer there? I'm sure you do, because, that's what you do at the pub, right? Good thing. Let's go on to the next question then. Question number 6. Listen closely. Which of the following wrestlers was not an original member of the Four Horsemen? Your options are Arn Anderson, Lars Anderson, Gene Anderson, and Lex Luger. 30 seconds chat, and we'll go from there. I know, Pop Smokes, you're salivating at this because this is like I'm teeing this one right up to you with this question. I know I am.
Yeah.
Curious to find out what they say. Dare Amazing coming in with Lex. Lex Luger from Brian as well, too. Brian also saying, I claim the USA Midwest Championship over Josh. We got Chris Best coming in with Lex Luger as well, too. Chat, I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds if you want to get in. This is your chance, Josh. 30 seconds. There he is, coming in with Lex. Anybody else coming in? Your opportunity goes in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All answers locked in on Lex Luger. Hit him with it, Papa Smokes.
It's Lex Luger, baby. Everyone's got that one.
Whoa. Then the person who wrote this might have this wrong. Interestingly.
Interesting. Well, it originally...
Oh, hold on, guys. I read this wrong.
Oh.
I read this wrong. So, you know what? I'm going to give that to everybody because you guys are right. I read the question wrong, which made the answer wrong. The question actually was which of the following wrestlers was an original member of the Four Horsemen.
Oh.
And I'm sure everybody would have got that. So I messed up. I apologize. Everybody gets the point because of my screw up, because you all had the same answer anyway. And the answer you gave to the wording I gave is the correct answer.
But the real one that must be Gene Anderson, right?
Which of the following wrestlers was an original member of the Four Horsemen?
Yeah.
Well, let's go to the chat. You're going with Gene?
Yeah.
Okay, chat, what do you got for us?
I thought it was both Anderson brothers, but maybe it wasn't both at first.
We've got Josh coming in with Arn Anderson. We got Chris Best saying that its answer is Arn, if it's that case. Brian saying Ole. We got Tara Masing saying Lars. Come on, Brian. Brian, come on, man. Ole Anderson. Jesus, I'm thinking our local establishment here. My brain's all kinds of mess. But sorry about that. So I'll take that as Ole Gunnar Anderson. For sure. So yeah, we're gonna go to the answer, and Bob Smokes, it is Arn Anderson.
Okay.
Arn Anderson was the answer, so that means that Brian gets a point. That means that Josh gets a point, and also Chris Best gets a point. That means Chris Best is just pulled into the running as the leader on the Twitch side over there anyway. So watch out, because again, that was double points there. JJ picking up double points as well too. Yeah, Brian picking up double points. They got 3 over on the YouTube side there. And getting really crazy up in here. So this isn't interesting. And Papa Smokes misses his first one, technically, with the bonus question. The bonus question got you.
Sure. You got to tighten it up with the question asking a bit there, Munson.
Yeah, that's fair. That's it's all on me. But we'll say, because it's a bonus one, you didn't quite kill the streak yet. So we're back to regular questioning here.
I'm fine.
Brian coming in. I'm still the YouTube champ. Want some come get some. Hey, I mean, you're leading 3-0, so talk all the smack you want, Brian. On the Twitch side of things, again, we're sitting at, I believe that would make the tally now 6 points for Chris Best, 5 for Dare Amazing, 3 for Josh, and nobody else has participated yet, but hopefully people want to still get in. So, and Papa Smokes again with 6 in a row, only missing that bonus question so far. And again, not gonna take the streak away from you because of the bonus and the screw up there.
I'm not worried about it, Munson. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Josh also saying that he's totally not into secondary prizes there, Brian. Hey,
I love the spirit of competition going on in this chat tonight. This is great.
Fantastic. Cut those promos. We're having a good time. Anybody who might be joining, just watching in, if you're lurking, checking out the show right now, any of the smack talk you're seeing is just fun that the chat is having, talking to each other. We are all friends. We have a good time here. So chill, grab a joint, drink a beer, have whatever it is that makes you happy on a Thursday night to get you in the party spirit, because we're playing pub trivia here at our local establishment with the Video Bros on Ring Respect Radio. As Brian saying, YouTube equals Raw, Twitch equals SmackDown. I don't know if that's shade or not, depending, I guess, which side of the coin you're on there.
I was going to ask you if that's an insult or not. I'm out of touch these days.
Yeah, I don't know. Some people really love their SmackDown, Brian. I mean, But to each their own. And now we're going to go back to pub trivia with question number 7. No, okay. Oh, hold on. Okay, last one, and then we're going to question number 7. Oh, Brian, if anything, Twitch is collision. Let's be honest. That's a good comeback. I like it. Chat's lively today. It's fun time. We're having a good time here on a Thursday night with question number 7. Which of the following were not true brothers? Johnny and Greg Valentine, Jack and Jerry Briscoe, Randy Savage and Lanny Poffo, and David and Kevin Von Erich. Chat, you have 30 seconds to let me know which of the following were not true brothers. I know Papa Smokes. I know you've got this one. You've got this one for sure.
There's almost a bit of a trick to that question, too. I like it.
That's good. Yeah, and Dare Amazing locking in with A. So that means Dare Amazing going with Johnny and Greg Valentine. Brian going with Briscoe. All right. Yeah, that's fair. We got Josh locking in here with Jack and Jerry Briscoe as well, too. And we got Chris Best coming in with Johnny and Greg Valentine. Chat, I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds. Or not 30, sorry, 10 seconds. 10.
Please don't count down from 30.
Yeah, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yeah, I wouldn't put you guys through that kind of shit. So, Papa Smokes, what do you got for us? What is your answer on this one?
It's A, the Valentines. They were father and son.
There we go. That is the trick to this one. You got it figured out. Who else got it figured out? We know Chris Best got it locked in at A, so that's a correct answer. And Dare Amazing. So, again, Chris now coming in with 7 points. Dare Amazing's 6. Josh at 3. We got him on that one, he says. And Brian remains at 3 over on the YouTube side, remaining in the lead for that YouTube Trivia Championship that we got going on over there. Meanwhile, the Twitch one, we got quite a race going on here, Pop Smokes. And again, you keep your streak alive there, sir. And we're moving on to question number 8 for you guys.
Hey, Munson,
yes,
can
sir.
I say something just quickly?
Yep.
Talking about Johnny Valentine, do you remember that I forwarded you that piece of video from video footage, black and white, on Twitter that had Johnny Valentine versus Stan Stasiak with that cool camera work? Do you remember that?
Yes, I did. Yes, that was awesome.
It was one of the coolest pieces of old wrestling footage I've ever seen. The cameraman was in the ring with both guys and just walking around them, showing the crowd and showing the wrestler's face the whole time. And that was so damn cool.
You know,
anyway, continue.
Yeah, and I got to say, this next question, I'm scratching my head over this next question because they're giving away one of the ones it's not already with this one. But I'm going to read it anyway. It's just clear that it's after what we found out that it's not the answer. So here you guys go with number 8. Which of the following are not father and son? Rey Mysterio and Rey Mysterio Jr., Blackjack Mulligan and Kendall Windham, Johnny and Greg Valentine, Eddie and Mike Graham. Chat, you've got 30 seconds to lock in your answers. And if you guys give me the one that I said in there, I am going to laugh hysterically. Pops, folks, I know you're chomping at the bit. You've got the answer in your mind already.
Yeah.
We got Dare Amazing locking in with A, saying Rey Mysterio and Rey Mysterio Jr. Brian locking in with Wyndham on that one. Got a little bit longer chat. Get your answers in while you can. I'm going to start counting you guys down right away here. Chris Best coming in with A, saying Rey Mysterio and Rey Mysterio Jr. All right. I'm going to give you guys from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Come on, Josh. 3, 2, Josh, 1. Sorry. Sorry, man. Sorry. We'll accept it. It was close. You just there, Josh. Just there, buddy. So we got Josh locking in with B, Blackjack Mulligan, and Kendall Windham. I'm glad nobody said Johnny and Greg Valentine. I would have lost my damn mind here.
Kind of spoiled that one, yeah.
Yeah, it really did. But Papa Smokes, why don't you let us know what the answer to this question is?
Well, I think it's A, isn't it? Because the Rey Mysterio we know was based on, I think it's his uncle that was the original Rey Mysterio. Isn't that right?
We'll get to that in a moment. Josh is doing laundry too, fellas. I'm sorry. No, Josh, we're just having fun. We're just having fun, brother. It's all good. It's Thursday is a good night to get the laundry done. I'm not gonna knock you for that.
Don't put your cool T-shirts in the dryer. It wrecks them.
Yeah, that's right. Hang dry that shit. as spoken by the Video Bros on the party stream. So, but you are correct. Anyone who said A gets the point on that. So, Dare Amazing, Chris Best both picking up points, meaning that Chris Best now pulls in with 7, Dare Amazing with 6. Josh, unfortunately, nothing on that one. Same again, Brian. Brian staying at 3. So, Josh and Brian both at 3 on their respective channels, but Brian stayed at the lead on the YouTube side of things. Meanwhile, we got a close race for top spot over on the Twitch side of things between Chris Best and Dare Amazing. There's that good song. We got to get someone to make this one. Thursday night's all right for laundry. We got Chris Best. I'm DJing online too, so I'm having a hard time hearing. Oh, man. You guys are multitaskers, but I'm glad you're taking in Ring Respect Radio. I'm really glad to have you all here. It's a fun time.
We got talented viewers here tonight. They're running DJ parties and doing laundry and listening to this. This is great.
Making up cool song titles for belts. Loving it. We got 2 more questions on this particular quiz here, and I think we'll declare a winner on quiz number 1, at least anyway. This one goes like this. Which of the following wrestlers did not play football in the AFL or NFL? Your options are Dick the Bruiser Afflis. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Bob Smokes, correct?
Yeah.
Dusty Rhodes is your next option. The Big Cat Ernie Ladd and Wahoo McDaniel. Chat, you have 30 seconds to give me your answers on who did not play football in the AFL or NFL. Papa Smokes, you've been pretty familiar about wrestlers in football in a lot of our chats here on Ring Respect Radio. So I'm quite certain and positive that you're definitely going to know the answer here as the chat's coming in with their answers now. We got Brian coming in saying Dusty Rhodes. We've got Chris Best coming in with Dusty Rhodes. We got Josh coming in saying Dick the Bruiser. Just waiting for that amazing answer from Dare Amazing to come in, and then we will move over to the 10-second count here. Big Cat is who Dare Amazing is going with, and we will go just in case anyone else is tuning in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Answers are locked. Papa Smokes, who did not play football in the AFL or NFL?
I also think it's Dusty. I think he played some college ball, and then he was just all the way into wrestling after that.
Well, that means that the Sabbath Dream stays alive here with Papa Smokes as he hits another one out of the park, and also hitting it out of the park, Brian Carter and Chris Best. That means that Chris Best now pulls to 8 points on the Twitch side. Dare Amazing at 6, Josh at 3, and of course over on the YouTube side, Brian Carter picking up a 4th point, making him a 4-point leader over on the YouTube side of things. Man, that's all getting all heated up in here. We're having fun. Pub trivia night. I like this. I think this could become a more regular segment here on the channel.
Fun, isn't it? Yeah,
it really is. I'm glad everyone's joining in, having fun. I think we'll make this at least like a monthly type thing. Here comes the smack talk again. I love this. Who want a piece of the YouTube champ?
Yeah,
that's right. You talk it, Brian. You talk it. 4 points is nothing to laugh at. You're doing good. So we're going to go to the final question over here. And so it would take some sort of miraculous, weird, multiverse turn of events for somebody to take that title off Brian based on this current puzzle or this current quiz anyway. But again, it looks like with a 2-point lead that more than likely Chris Best is going to wrap it up on the viewer side of things on this one. So looking good on that. But again, we'll see how much we can close those gaps with question number 10. In recent Ohio Valley wrestling history, Sin, spell Sinn, raised Leviathan, now Dave Batista, from the depths of the Ohio River. In the early 1980s, an episode of Championship Wrestling from Florida, Kevin Sullivan raised the wrestling madman from the depths of the Gulf of Mexico. Who was he? Your options are Luger, the Purple Haze, Maya Singh, and the Midnight Rider. Because that was a long one, chat, I'm going to read it out one more time, so listen carefully. In recent OVW history, Sin, Sinn, raised Leviathan, who is now became Dave Bautista, from the depths of the Ohio River. In the early 1980s, on an episode of Championship Wrestling for Florida, Kevin Sullivan raised this wrestling madman from the depths of the Gulf of Mexico. Who was he? Luger, the Purple Haze, Maya Singh, or the Midnight Rider? You have 30 seconds, chat, as I'm sure Papa Smoke's just waiting for the opportunity to drop a little bit of facts on you from this one here. This one probably goes back a little ways, Papa Smokes. You remember this?
Yeah, I do. I first remember it from the After mags. That was how I followed all the stuff that you couldn't see on TV, and I was mesmerized by the angle of Kevin Sullivan being a Satanist in Florida and everything, and he had Nancy Benoit, like woman, with him as one of his henchmen, and a few other henchmen. I liked this a whole bunch.
Yeah, we got so far everybody on the Twitch side going with C, Maya Singh. Gonna give about 10 more seconds here. Brian, get your last one in there, my friend. You want to finish off strong with a 5-pointer. Come on, my man. 10, 9, 8, 7. Brian saying the Midnight Rider. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 at the buzzer. Papa Smokes hit him with it. What was the answer?
It is Mark Lewin, also known as the Purple Haze.
There we go. And nobody nailing that one other than the man on screen with me, Papa Smokes, mopping the floor with everybody this time around. Yeah, Purple Haze was the answer.
Yeah, I was following some of this stuff when it happened. It was a long time ago, but I remember, like I say, this was one of my favorite things. And we talked about this Sullivan angle before when he was the Satanist. They were crossing over. They had a thrash metal band or a death metal band, something like that, called Nasty Savage, that were from Florida. And they used to get them to play at the gigs. And sometimes when Nasty Savage had a concert, they would have Sullivan and Nancy and some of the other weird-looking people in their thing appear at the metal concert and everything. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, that was a lot of fun, and thank you for the facts that go along with it, Papa Smokes. It's always great to get that knowledge. I know a lot of our viewers come in for that exact reason. They come to hear you spitting a lot of knowledge about wrestling the way it used to be and everything like that. Brian coming in, and it wants to say, if Big John Studd is the answer, what is the question? This was cool. Dare amazing. It was awesome having you play here tonight. And again, if we're doing 2 champions, man, over on the YouTube side, Brian, our champion on the YouTube side with 4 big points. And of course, Chris Best, my man, 8 big points on this one, wins it on the Twitch side of things. And you know, the party just picked up because look who stepped in the room. It's our good friend Melball Collins. Melball, how are you doing? Yeah, I mean, we just been having a lot of fun here tonight talking about AEW, doing some pub trivia on Ring Respect Radio. It was fun, yeah, and we got a big old purple heart there. I love it, love it, love it. It's Brian, who was the second ever Royal Rumble winner. Okay, Brian, question on the table for you, sir. Who won the second ever Royal Rumble? I'm going to throw that over to you there, Brian. And he's literally the uncontested champion, he's calling himself over there on the YouTube side of things. Hopefully next time we play, at least one other YouTuber will get on there and put up a little bit of a challenge against the champ. But good job, Brian, on your win. Josh showing that's good sportsmanship right there. We love seeing that good sportsmanship. And, of course, they're amazing. Congratulating Chris Best on his win on the Twitch side. And Chris says, I'm the Raw watch-along historian. I got to keep up appearances. Damn, yeah, it was a good one. I mean,
there you go.
That was a lot of fun. And Josh giving his answer here. Brian, the question was going your way. Hopefully, you want to contest if you want to contest that or give your thoughts on it. I like this question. Again, we're going to ask it to you here in a moment. Pop Smoke, give Brian an opportunity to still answer here about who was the second ever Royal Rumble winner. The champ has been questioned by the Twitch side. Twitch is just throwing it back at the champ over there. Like, come on. But yeah, anyway, never mind. I get what. Oh shit! Now I get what we're getting at here. So this goes back to when Dara Amazing, or no, sorry, when yeah. Anyway, oh Jesus.
No,
but
I
it was back
confused.
to when Brian asked about the big John. Yeah, okay.
No, I thought that's why that question came up. I also had it in my mind that Stud won the first one and Hacksaw won the second one, but maybe it's the other way around.
No, Hacksaw won the first one for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And but that was fun. That was awesome. I thought it was a question being asked. It doesn't matter. We're just having a good time here on stream. So you had a good time. Look who just stepped up in the house. It's our boy Chris Parrish. Parrish, how you doing, brother? He says, you're lucky I worked late or else I'd smoke everyone. Oh yeah. Shade being thrown by our good friend Chris Parrish. Sounds like Parrish is going to make sure he's available to be in the chat next time around that we decide to do this pub trivia with you guys. I mean, honestly, chat, what do you think? Can we make this a kind of a, an every once a month type thing or every couple of weeks kind of thing? Like just have a little bit of a pub trivia night on Ring Respect Radio? I think we should. How about you, Pop Smokes?
Yeah, it is fun. I like it too, but I'm already dreading the future matches because I got my area of expertise in the very first one, and then like I say, I'm not going to do so good in the ones that are more modern or more WWE based.
Yeah, you bet. But we'll see how it pans out. Sometimes, you're a good listener, Papa Smokes. You got your ears open to what's going on in professional wrestling, even if it's not something that you've necessarily always taken in kind of thing as a fan. Dara Amazing saying, maybe, yeah. And Josh saying once a month would be cool. So again, I think resoundingly, the chat seems to be on board with us just having some fun. Again, it is just some good fun. Again, we have this party stream here, and I think that we can have some fun just bringing everybody in. Hopefully the two champions are going to be available next time we call for this so that we can have some defenses on the YouTube and Twitch side of things. Brian says, I'm coming over to the Twitch side next to get ready. He's going to unify the belts himself. Shit. Look at that. Brian throwing the big shade over to the Twitch champion, Chris Best. Look at that. Chris Parrish, the newcomer, the kid coming in saying, I'll throw shade because I'm the brightest one here. Brian coming into the Twitch side. Look at that. He makes an appearance. I'm here. Get ready. Almost like he wants to throw down here tonight.
It's like a hostile takeover kind of.
That's right. But yeah, Dara Amazing. Yeah, again, like it's going to be fun. We'll keep doing these things, and we'll make sure that you're ready next time. Maybe you're going to take Chris Best out. Who knows? It's going to be very interesting. I thought this was lively. This was awesome. You guys made it awesome at the same time. What do we think, chat? I mean, it's we've already been going past the hour so far. Are you guys up for it? We can do another round. It's up to you guys though, or else we can call it a night and look at something else for next week.
I say keep it fresh, Munson, but yeah, we should do different categories and different time periods or different themes if possible in some of the questions, and let's party. Let's roll with this. We'll be doing karaoke next. We might. Sometimes when I get just the right level of drunk and I'm playing my gaming streams on a Friday afternoon, the karaoke breaks out by accident. Bear saying, call me Alex Kane because Brian don't want none of this. Got
Josh saying, just keep your YouTube cooties over there, buddy. And then let's do it. Sounds good. Again, yeah. Why don't we do that? We'll pick a theme for the next challenge, and we'll be able to show up and let you guys know what the next one is ahead of time, so you get yourselves prepared. In fact, how about that? Maybe we'll advertise a couple weeks in advance, let you guys know what the topic's going to be, and you can start doing your research, preparing for the next round of pub trivia here, or as we titled it, and Twitch stopped us. And fuck you, Twitch. Seriously, I could sit here and drop F-bombs all I want on your fucking show, but when I put F***K on my title, you wouldn't let me go live, and you caused all sorts of fucking problems for me. Fuck you. Serious.
You're a bad boy, Munson. You're a foul-mouthed boy.
I cuss like a sailor and I drink like one too. But that's why we have fun here on Thursday night originally. Let's pick question Brian doesn't know. That would be a lot. Just ask anything about current WWE programming and Brian will pretty much tap out. Munson rant. But this one, this isn't me just like, I was legitimately not knowing what was going on. We go live, it's playing on YouTube. I'm looking up at the thing and I got a damn error message in the top of my screen. It's okay. So then I take the word out and it still wouldn't let me do it. So then I'm like, okay, so I had to go and delete the option of having it on Twitch and go back in and re-add it and just title it like Ring Respect is what I got there. And finally, I was allowed to go back on Twitch. But again, I'll drop every F-bomb on the planet while I'm on here and not get penalized at all. But yet, okay, apparently I'm going to offend somebody's kid that shouldn't be lurking on, podcast channels as it is on Thursday night. If they stumbled on this, then, I call that either cool parenting or bad parenting. I don't know which side of the fence I'm on right now. But hey, boys, I got my AEW crate today. Sweet, my man. Sweet. What you got in there? We had fun at our AEW show last night here in Saskatoon. That was a crazy time. And again, you can check out on my social medias there some of the pictures that I took last night that turned out quite nice. I showed him to Basser, and he goes, Munson, my man. He goes, they told me that you couldn't have professional cameras in the place. How did you make that happen? I'm like, dude, phones are great these days. Like, seriously, you get a nice seat down there, and away you go. You take about 1,000 shots, and one of them's bound to turn out. So.
Yeah, you had a bunch of good ones there, and you had a good seat too. And all the guys were walking right by you. You got some memorable photos there.
Yeah, saw some of the PPW crew there as well too, Pop Smokes, including. I swear, I saw his exact duplicate. Some guy that looks exactly like Michael Allen Richard Clark in a staff security shirt there, holding back the Bastard Pack.
Oh, what a coincidence, eh? They say everybody's got a double out there somewhere.
But yes, congratulations to anybody who had the opportunity to take place that works within Western Canada. Some of the matches that took place on the card there with some talent within the Western provinces. It was great to see those opportunities coming their way. So a great time was had by all. Brian saying, I feel better. I'm back on YouTube where the real champion resides. Oh, this has been a blast, an absolute blast. And we hope that anybody that didn't get to partake in the trivia night tonight will join us. And I'm thinking, again, next month in August, we'll be able to do this again. Papa Smokes, we'll pick a topic. We'll get it all jazzed up with the fancy advertising on the socials and everything like that. We'll ask our graphics person to make something cool for us. And then we'll put it out there to the masses. And hopefully we get a whole slew of new talents coming in. But before we go here tonight, I do want to touch on one more thing. The MLW draft that we saw start up at Never Say Never. Again, you saw our reactions to what went down the other night. I want to know if I can find it here tonight, what happened in the MLW Open Draft, because again, there was supposed to be announcements tonight. I know, Brian, you probably watched it already, and I think we're just going to go ahead and try to find this one out. See if we can get ourselves an answer about who was drafted this evening, or we'll let Brian come in with it anyway, because I'm curious to talk about it for a moment here.
Yeah, I'm hoping my man Ken Broadway's in there.
I'm rooting for Jay Bougie on this one again. Maybe if I could probably head on over to YouTube and check this out here real quickly for us and see if I can find the announcement. And Just look up Major League Wrestling. I know who got drafted, says Dare Amazing. Hit us with it, Dare Amazing. We want to know. We're okay with knowing. We'll watch. Don't let us know the rest of Fusion. We're going to watch it ourselves here tonight after we're off air. But just let us know who got drafted so we can talk about that as the last segment here tonight with you guys. Brian hasn't watched yet. Brian, if you don't want to know the answer to this, then just plug those ears for a quick moment because we're gonna find out from Dare Amazing. Or I don't know. Yeah, it's a little late to do a watch along. I figure at this point, isn't it, Papa Smokes?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely too late to do the watch along tonight. So we'll watch it on our own time afterwards. But spoilers are coming up. So again, Brian, if you don't want to know, don't pay attention. Oh, says I want to know. Over on the YouTube side, he's giving me the I want to know. So yeah,
okay.
He's all good. He wants to know. He wants to know.
Okay.
See? Yeah, wants to know. Okay, so here it comes. Drum roll. If it can't be Jay Bougie, I'm glad it's this guy, another big friend of the champion Alex Kane, and possibly another one back in the champion up in the Bull Miami Fight Club. It's his good friend O'Shea Edwards that had a match at the tapings for Fusion on Saturday there too. O'Shea Edwards, I'm very, very happy to hear about this. This is a great signing. The business is picking up. O'Shea Edwards is a fantastic addition to MLW.
Oh, great. I haven't seen much of his stuff, but I've seen some pictures, and he looks like a wrestler. Let's bring him in and give him a shot.
Yeah. Brian, he impresses Brian, so right there, you know, Brian doesn't say that very often here about who we announce, but when you got Brian excited, that's a good thing right there. I'm looking forward to seeing O'Shea Edwards in MLW.
Me too. So that's it. Did anyone else get announced yet?
Not too sure. I'm assuming that's probably going to be it tonight, possibly.
Okay,
I guess.
Yeah.
We'll find out anyway. But yeah, O'Shea Edwards is the announcement. Still hoping for my man Jay Bougie there that joined myself and Chris Parrish on Busting Out. I know that he had a matchup at the tapings as well too for Fusion, so he will have a match coming up. Hoping that he also gets added to that roster because that is a young rising star as well too. I think that there's going to be some really big pickups and a big announcement at Never Say Never. The almost trumped the original announcement at Never Say Never, which is the fact that Matt Cardona is going to be joining the ranks of MLW.
Yeah, that'll spice things up a little bit. That guy brings nuclear heat to all the indie companies right now, and he's over the last year and a half or something, he's really been hitting his stride across the indies and pissing all the fans off big time. I'm not a huge fan of his, but I'm totally willing to watch some more because the guy seems like a heat magnet.
Yeah, he definitely is. And again, another announcement was Kevin Blackwood, and we know that Bobby Petito was letting us know that he's going to fit in beautifully within the the middleweight division in MLW. So it's great that they've even added some flair there. Yeah. Barry Monkey with Mid Cardona. Oh man, Barry Monkey, you make me chuckle with your comments each and every week. Love it. Glad you're able to join us here, kind of at the tail end of Ring Respect here tonight. You missed out on the trivia fun, but again, we made a decision. We're going to be making this a monthly thing, having the trivia fun coming up. Chris Best saying he now wants Matt Cardona versus Alex Kane. See, that draws eyes. That's the thing. When Matt Cardona went to the NWA and did the work with Trevor Murdoch, it drew eyes to that product. Yeah. And that's what it's going to do here, too. Matt Cardona going to MLW, especially if it's put into that capacity. I could see him doing this and putting Kane over.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I say, he's a polarizing figure. He's one of the biggest indie wrestlers there is that just tours around to various companies, and everybody recognizes him from who he was before. Everybody knows who he is, and he's got his little posse with him sometimes, including Maria and all that, and they make quite a spectacle, and I can think of nothing but good. If he comes in on the heel side of things, it's going to really get things fiery.
And the best part about it is that he's been working with somebody that we've been wanting to see get into MLW for some time to add more to the featherweights division. And so a lot of people speculating that there's a good chance we might end up seeing Steph DeLander make her way to MLW too. Somebody that we have picked multiple times on our mock drafts. Steph DeLander to MLW would be phenomenal and a great thing to add to their. Barry Monkey's been watching Impact, and Astrid giving a shout out to Barry Monkey there. Darren Amazing wants to know when we're getting that big Matt Cardona and Microman matchup there. Microman's got problems of his own there because, he's got he's getting all sorts of lawsuits and stuff. Mr. St. Laurent, things going on there. He's got political battles ahead of him. So I don't know if he's going up against the likes of Matt Cardona just yet.
I'm not sure if Cardona's having that one in his little trip to MLW either, but who knows? Stranger things have happened. That's real one went out doing the job to Microman, so I guess anything's possible.
That's true. Again, real one came and went when it came to his career in MLW, that's for sure. But interested to see who they start announcing very, very soon. Again, we're going to be wanting to see those new faces starting to get built within the ranks of MLW because, sad to say, we could pretty much close the door on a few of the names in MLW coming up very soon. I'm certain they're going to be looking for opportunity outside of the company and taking those opportunities like they deserve. Again, you got to say they absolutely deserve to move on and become the stars that we know they're very capable of. We've seen many times before companies snap up people from AEW and they become big hit or from MLW. I'm thinking about, I've got MJF in my mind because of the impact he made on MLW early in his career. And now look at what he's doing over on the AEW side. Imagine the likes of Hammer, Fatu, anybody like that gets snapped up and works for these bigger companies. Barry saying hello over there to Astrid. And we got to Brian. Anyone see the Blackcraft Wrestling documentary? Interesting watch. I have not, but I'm getting my sheet of paper right here, Brian. I'm putting this on the list, as somebody used to say.
Interesting.
Blackcraft Wrestling doc. Is this available like on YouTube or anything like that, Brian, or is this on one of the many streams out there? Would be very curious to know. I know I'll, one way or another, if I have to, rent a copy from somewhere, I don't mind doing that too. So just let me know where it is that we can find something like that, and I'll definitely be hitting that up. Very interested in finding out more for sure. But yes, we're definitely coming to the end here, Pop Smokes, of everything. Darren Amazing saying, don't forget Taya and Johnny Major League, aka John Hennigan. But Taya's questionable because I mean, she's been there. She was there. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say too much about her appearance last night on the show. You guys can watch on Rampage this Friday night. But she's doing great things over on the AEW side of things now. And John Hennigan, I don't know if he's moved on or not. We haven't seen him the last couple of weeks on Fusion. He wasn't at Never Say Never, so presumably I'm guessing that he might be making his way over that direction too. But Brian coming in, Matthew Justice was the last champ. It's free on YouTube. Take it from the YouTube champ. Fair enough. Thank you, YouTube champion. We appreciate that a lot.
That's his sponsor.
Yeah. And speaking of sponsors, Papa Spokes, I mean, I'd be damned if I didn't say it, that our good friends over at Rogue Energy want you to go check them out at rogueenergy.com and use the promo code OLEPODS for 10% off your order. You can also scan the QR code just below Papa Smokes there. That's going to take you over to their website where you get your 10% off of all the great flavors on this energy drink substitute alternative that's vegan friendly, low calorie, packed with flavor, sugar free. This is the stuff for you. Go check them out. It's going to keep your mind fresh, going to keep you feeling good, so you can either stream, hang out here, do pub trivia, whatever it is you like to do. But we're getting to the end there. So as I like to say all the time here on stream, in the meantime and in between time, Papa Smokes, where can the good people find you?
You can always find Papa Smokes on Elon Musk's free speech wonderland known as Twitter. I'm at Smokes_Papa. And then I'm also on Twitch, the other side, the dark side, as they like to say. I'm on Twitch at Papa_Smokes_.
How's your training been going? As you said, you were training up old Elon Musk for his Mark Zuckerberg fight that he's got coming up here.
Yeah. I went with Elon. Mark was calling me too, but the guy creeps me out. I think he's an alien.
He might be. Maybe Elon will pull the mask right off in the middle of that fight. We'll find out. But
an alien or a robot, one of the two.
One of the two. We're soon going to know the true alias of Mark Zuckerberg. But in the meantime, you can find me down below at that ticker. Those are my socials. That's Twitter, Real Bobby Munson, Instagram, Instagram is the Video Bros SK. Twitch is twitch.tv/videobro _ Bobby Munson, where I've been doing some gaming, getting back into that side of things. You can always catch me here at our local establishment, including this Sunday with my brunch buster brother, Chris Parrish, for another edition of Busting Out as we're creeping toward 50. And I got to say it, Chris Parrish, I got to give accolades to, because I made a big deal when I went a full year of doing a Sunday afternoon show, made a big deal out of it, partied hard on that stream. And Chris Parrish is coming up to that as well, too. In September, Chris Parrish will be a full year without missing a Sunday, including Christmas days, New Year's days, everything. So props to my brunch buster brother on a year coming up on a full stream there. I did have to miss one, unfortunately, so that was there. And speaking of which, Elon more like broken feed Musk, like Mark Zuckerberg. Oh, Iron Man, baby. Yeah, you sure are, bud. It's not time to live in when Elon isn't the most annoying person in a fight. And dare amazing congratulate Chris Parrish. Jesus. Too many Chris's. Parrish being congratulated on coming up on 1 year, and I know you're going to make it, brother. 100% you're going to hit that 1 year stride for sure. And then, from there, we'll see how long that streak continues. Absolutely unbeaten there. But we are going to head on over here. We're going to raid out on the Twitch side of things. If you have never met him before, if you've seen him before, our good friend Heel Kevin's place of WWE 2K23, go say hello to the Heel Kevin Army and tell them Bobby Munson and Papa Smokes at OLE sent you on over. Give them a good old welcome. And Kevin is awesome. He's going to give you a good, fun, high-energy stream over there. Say hello for us if you're on the YouTube side of things. Thank you for tuning in. It's been a fun night. We appreciate every single last one of you. And we are out. We will see you next Thursday. Take care.